guys. No big intro this time. My hair's fine. I just felt like wearing a hat. I got some news. So, if you didn't know, we do a series called BSN. You're watching. We're on episode 19 now. This is about change. We're on episode 19. Episode 20 will come out on Thursday. That will be the last episode of BSN for now. For now. I will do more episodes in the future. I promise you that. But for now, we need to end it. And what I mean when I say about that is ending season 1, cause YouTube wants this to be a series. Thanks to you guys, it's good news. YouTube wants this to be a series, meaning I have to stop eventually, and I decided episode 20. Big 2-0. That's when I'll stop. So you can check out the episodes. It will be a series, and I am really looking forward to that. It's good news, but kind of bad news, because you won't see more BSN until, like, October. When we get, like, fundraisers to pay me more. It's going to be so cool, I promise you. However, joke of the day, how does a duck buy lipsticks? She just puts it on her bill. Boom! She puts it on her bill. 'Cause lipstick bill. Duck. Duck sounds good right now. So yeah, that's the joke. That's the news section of Bro Squad News, BSN. Yeah, but season 2 will be ending on Thursday. I'm happy. I'm kind of sad, but I'm mostly happy. I'm ready for this to start up again. Okay. But another news part is it's National Compliment Day. National Compliment Day. That's kind of cool. So go and give everyone that you see from now on one compliment. That's the challenge. I'm challenging you. At least one person that you see, give him a compliment. Just say something like, "Hey yo, like your hat. Oh, thanks, I got it for Christmas. Oh, really? That's so cool." It's very sad if I have a conversation with myself, but that's whatever. Yeah. Okay, so, the person who has died, this turned so quick. I don't know how to pronounce the name, Theory Mugler. He was a fashion designer, if you guys are into that kind of stuff. He died the 23rd, so that was yesterday when he died. I'm not that big on fashion. I just wore a jacket with a t-shirt with sweatpants and obviously socks and underwear. I don't think you care much about that. But we'll give him his 20 seconds of silence starting now. Alright, that was about 20 seconds of silence, and we're going to move on to the quote of the day, which I personally love this quote, because BSN, our slogan, we're all about change. So this quote goes perfectly with it, because not perfectly I guess, but it has change in it, so I thought it was really cool. It's, if you want love, you have to learn how to change. I couldn't agree more, honestly. If you want love, you gotta learn how to change. Yeah, if you don't want love, it's whatever. But if you want love, which a lot of people do, you gotta learn how to change. You really do. And BSN is all about change. And today we're gonna be talking about previous jobs that I've had, and how your job kind of explains who you are as a person. You can change it, blah blah blah. And where I have lived. I lived in a bunch of places. A lot of you guys were really interested when I said I lived in a bunch of places. I don't know when I said that, but you guys keep on talking about it, so I said it sometime. So yes, previous jobs. Um, I mentioned this in the Roblox episode. Um, I've had other YouTube accounts, and yeah, I've had other YouTuber accounts, and none of them have been as special as Bro Squad. Bro Squad kind of stuck to me, really, cause I mean my first video ever on Bro Squad, over 500 views. Like that blew my mind. And I know a lot of, they're not big YouTubers, but they're YouTubers who get like 1,000-ish views, maybe a little less, and have like 5,000 subscribers. Not too bad, not too bad. More than I do. But they like stop making videos before their career really started, and I've always found that like confusing. Like they just stop. I understand taking a break. I understand that. Okay, I took a 6-month break before. I understand that you need time for yourself. I understand that. However, ending it is kind of weird to me. Yeah, previous jobs I've had. So jobs you've had in the past kind of define who you are. You know, obviously, if you're like a drug dealer or something, then that kind of explains like what you do, the things that you kind of want. And some people become jobs I'm not allowed to mention, but I think you know what I mean when I say jobs I can't mention. And yeah, so they do that for money, and that explains a lot. But I rather make a job that just gives me a living and for me to love, rather than a job that makes me a billionaire. But I just don't like doing. You know, that's why I'm doing YouTube. I want to eventually. I want to eventually um, get, do this for a job. When people ask me what my job is, I just say I just do freelance gigs. You know, I kind of just shovel sidewalks and sorry, something big came up. I changed backgrounds, so I'm in a different room. Something big came up. I just had to focus on that real quick. So previous jobs, you know, I just did like freelance gigs. I snowed shovels. Um I painted a lot, like outdoor mostly. Indoor I did a few times here and there. I mow lawns, you know. I don't really do much things. When they ask me what job I have, I don't usually say YouTuber because, one, that's a little weird. Two, I don't get paid a lot, not enough for it to be called a job, and that's pretty much it. So when they ask me what job I have, I just say I just do freelance gigs. Like I just know shovels here and there. I just do all kinds of stuff, just here and there, all over the place. So yeah, so when they ask me what all I've done, that's just kind of what I have done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. And where I have lived, a lot of people have wondered that, so I decided to answer it in a BSN episode. And where you live kind of defines who you are. A lot of people I've met in California have always been kind of troublesome. I'm not saying all Californians are troublesome, but a lot of everyone I've met has been, and it's not technically their fault, but it's kind of it's a long story. It's like an agricultural thing, like the way that I talk. I mean, I've lived all over the place, but I mostly just live in Kansas, so I kind of have that Kansas kind of enunciation, you know. Um, so we don't usually pronounce the t in the words. We kind of skip it. I just skip it. I didn't even say t. And yeah, but all the places I've lived have really formed who I am, and that one's hard to change. It's hard to change, but it can be done. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm just saying these are ways you can change. Because someone needs to tell you, like, you need to change something around, that's like an endless list. So I'm giving you really the main things on how to change, and one of them is kind of where you've lived. And I want you to change, not where you live, but like realize what are they doing that you didn't do at first, but you do now to blend in without even knowing you're blending in. It's very complicated, I know, but I think you understand me. I'm trying to be clear. It's very complicated. I understood. But I've lived in all kinds of places. I was born in Oklahoma, and that's where my heart is. Oklahoma. I live in Kansas now, but Oklahoma's where my heart is. Got barbecue, man. And then I have lived in Alaska. Very cold. Kind of cool, though. And I have lived in Ohio, in Missouri, and obviously in Kansas. And a lot of those kind of shape who I am. And there's a lot of things that I've noticed that I've changed that I didn't do before, but I do now. I think it's mostly because I was growing up then. I was like a kid growing up. So obviously I changed. You always change as you're growing up. You don't usually stay the same anyways. You don't usually have the same kind of ambition, the same thought process, the same needs or desires as you do when you're a kid. Like as a kid, you want like, I don't know, I always wanted chocolate. Now when I'm an adult, no, I mean it's weird. Now that I'm grown up, I just want money. I guess not in a weird way, not in a creepy way or selfish way. So we'll end it there before I get too carried off and I start getting sued. Um, and make sure that you check out my other episodes because the next episode will be my last one for a while. Not period. I will make more. I promise. Because this is my favorite series. And you guys should check out my other things I do. I don't just do talking lectures. I like to do Minecraft, Roblox, all that kind of stuff. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bro Squad out.